3-2, the meeting with the Russian executives began to collapse. The moment they opened their mouths, speaking rapidly in a heavy regional dialect, they overwhelmed the junior interpreter, Do-Yoon Park, who froze from the first sentence. His voice trembled, sweat formed on his forehead, and the Russian's disappointment grew obvious. Vice President Han Se-hoon tried to intervene, but his own hands shook as the atmosphere in the room thickened. When one Russian executive lifted his bag, as if preparing to leave, employees whispered that the contract was as good as lost. Meanwhile, Yoon Young-bun, a meal delivery worker for the company, overheard the frantic conversations in the hallway. The words regional Russian dialect made her heart pound. Having lived more than 10 years in a remote Russian district, she immediately recognized the intonation coming from the meeting room. Despite remembering the insults she received that morning, she followed her instincts and approached the door. As soon as she heard the dialect clearly, her decision was made. She entered the room. Confused stares met her, and Vice President Han told her to step out. But she moved forward and spoke in fluent, native-sounding dialect. "Your remark didn't mean you are reconsidering the contract terms, correct?" The room fell silent. The Russian executives turned toward her at once, shock, replacing their icy expressions. Realizing she spoke their hometown dialect perfectly, their tension dissolved into warmth and recognition. They began speaking to her with familiarity, even sharing references to local shops and people they thought no one outside their region would know. Employees who had mocked her earlier stared in disbelief. The junior interpreter sat frozen, unable to process that the woman delivering meals could speak what he could not understand. Vice President Han quickly bowed and asked her to serve as the official interpreter, promising full support. Young Bun contacted her restaurant manager for permission to stay longer, and he readily agreed. Returning to the meeting, she took the interpreter's seat. When the Russian executives resumed, speaking rapidly, she interpreted smoothly. They're concerned about winter shipping conditions and want more flexibility in the schedule. The vice president responded immediately, and the Russians nodded in satisfaction. The atmosphere shifted from near disaster to stability. Trust was rebuilt, conversation flowed naturally, and the executives expressed relief at finally being understood. Employees watched Young Bun with newfound respect, realizing that the person they dismissed so easily moments earlier had just saved the entire negotiation.